Ryan Reynolds' relationship with Blake Lively is under a lot of speculation now that they are in an intense legal battle with Justin Baldoni.
Anna, what does it mean to be working with Blake again?
Oh, we're talking about you all day.
Oh my god, I'm gonna take it.
Come on! Get it and something up! Can I get a photo? Of course, thank you so much.
Ryan Reynolds' relationship with Blake Lively is under a lot of speculation now that they are in an intense legal battle with Justin Baldoni.
Does it matter if I do that? Okay, I just like it's kind of dead. Can I say it?
Blake and Ryan's marriage has allegedly hit the rocks with all the drama that has come with the "It Ends With Us" lawsuit many people saw coming, and now that it's happening, no one is really surprised. There have been whisperings of trouble in the Reynolds La La Land, but it became evident when Blake Lively showed up on the red carpet of another simple favor held in Austin, Texas, without her husband. Super strange.
What does it mean to be working with Blake again?
Oh, we're talking about you all day.
Oh my god, I'm gonna take it.
Come on! Get it and something up! Be prepared! Can I get a photo? Of course, thank you so much.
She arrived in a latex dress that showed that she was ready to step back into the limelight, and later changed into a floor-length peach-toned coat with silver trimmings and a matching pair of pants. She paired the look with a white t-shirt and pointed toe heels. She took things a step further by accessorizing it with a Judith Lieber martini-shaped purse that is estimated to cost about $5,795. The bag bore a yellow lemon ornament. The accessory is believed to be a nod to her character Emily Nelson and her love for martinis. Of course, she had the perfect earrings and rings to match. The whole look was a show of bravery. However, that facade crumbled once she arrived at the premiere. The premiere started off on the wrong foot, as Blake's first view was of a protester wearing a shirt that said "Blake lied" and held a sign that read "Justice for Justin." Baldwin. Blake lied. This was clear proof that the whole drama with "It Ends With Us" was far from over. As if that was not heart-crushing enough, there was a lot of awkwardness among Blake and her co-stars.
Sure, thank you. What I hear is that it's not just Blake, it's Anna. The fact, yes, they hate each other. They hate each other. And from what I'm hearing, the sequel was a nightmare. A nightmare is what I heard, was the word chosen. And now this is a source I trust who gave me a source who was there.
Oh, was not the response the reporter was hoping for when she asked Anna Kendrick what it was like working with Blake. But those 3 words showed that there was definitely bad blood between the duo. During the course of the premiere, there were no photos of both of them composing together, besides one with their director in the event.
Obviously, Sean's already in a little bit of a rough place at the beginning of this story, and certainly things happen, and it gets a little outraging.
They were seen awkwardly standing next to each other, with Anna looking down as she listened to Lively speak. Lively excitedly spoke about the filming of the movie in Capri, Italy, and Kendrick didn't bother chipping in. She looked uncomfortable, and online audiences were quick to point that out.
Her husband Ryan, several years ago, so I met Blake a few times through Ryan on that film.
Got it.
And thought she seemed nice, and little did I.
The discomfort shown by Kendrick was most likely due to what had gone on behind closed doors during their working together. This feud had started long before the Baldoni case, but it became even more intense afterwards. So sources revealed that it all started when she met Blake Lively on the set of A Simple Favor in 2018.
Want to trade confessions?
No.
Come on. What's the wildest thing you've ever done?
Before A Simple Favor, Anna only knew Blake from a distance. They had met a few times through Blake's husband Ryan Reynolds while shooting the film The Voices, and Anna had thought her to be nice. However, when they met on set, the truth came to light. On the set of the movie, Blake Lively refused to just read her lines and act as instructed. Like every other actor, she was always about acting like she knew better and needed to have input on costume design, writing, and every other aspect of the project. Initially, this approach to work made her seem hardworking and passionate, but as the project progressed, it became clearer that she enjoyed being the main character in every way. Of course, this didn't sit well with many others cast alongside her, but they did what she desired for the success of the movie, and when it ended, everyone was eager to part ways. Many of her co-stars, including Anna, who had initially given her the benefit of the doubt while working together, saw the interview from the 2020-22 Forbes Power Women Summit and got to realize the truth. In the interview, Blake admitted that she never felt fulfilled from just taking direction as an actress, that she needed to have a say in all aspects of the project. She also made things a lot worse by saying that wherever she's called to discuss her role, she always made it seem like she was just there to be the actor and ready to get the gig, without revealing that she actually need to have authorship in order to feel fulfilled. Blake also made it known that many producers and directors had resented her for overstepping and for the bait and switch, but she made it clear that she'd go for what she believed in regardless of how it made others feel. Blake said, "It's just as important to say, okay, I believe in this, and that's why I'm standing up for it, and that's why I'm being difficult. And there are other moments to go, am I the in the room, what is happening here?" Although she added a part about the importance of checking oneself and not doing too much. It's always important to check yourself. It's important to stand up for what you believe in, and it's also important to surround yourself with people who feel like they have a voice, because collaboration is so important. Her actions indicated that she was more inclined to act first before taking a look back at her actions after the interview. Those who were going to work with her braced themselves to be pushed to the sidelines, but Anna Kendrick didn't anticipate featuring in a project with the Gossip Girl stars so soon, so she missed the memo, and things got a little tense between them when Paul Feig announced that there'd be a sequel to A Simple Favor. Sources say Anna wasn't particularly thrilled when she found out that they'd both be featured in the project again, due to flashes of some of Blake's actions during the release of the first movie. Besides trying to be the center of the project, Blake had gotten into Anna's bad books during the interviews done to promote the movie. While they were promoting a Le Favor in one interview, Blake had shown signs of jealousy when she made a comment on how she might never get to be a Disney princess without a voice like Anna's. Although to viewers that seemed like a compliment, Anna knew it stemmed from Blake always wanting to be in the spotlight, so she responded with, "Oh, Muffin, it's so hard being you." Blake's envy became more and more obvious in that same interview when she scolded the interviewer for directing the questions towards Kendrick and not her. "What about Mimi over here?" Blake had asked, and Kendrick had responded with, "Oh my god, guys don't fight just because I'm the best at everything." Despite these subtle jabs at each other, they were able to keep their rift hidden until things took an ugly turn in 2024 when they started production for Another Simple Favor. The first issue arose over who should get top billing in the movie. Credits.
Well, now that it's a function on Twitter and Instagram, there's a couple people that I have muted.
Good.
Yeah.
In the original film, Anna had gotten top billing over Blake, and so she thought the same would happen in the sequel, but Blake came with her lengthy demands as usual, and this time requested for the top billing. Sources say Blake fought through her reps, and Anna refused to bow to Blake's demands like she normally would to avoid unnecessary drama. Finally, after weeks of back and forths from both parties, an agreement was reached between both parties.
response to the rumor on X, formerly Twitter, saying, "This is total BS. Sorry, the movie is finished and coming out soon."
They agreed on something called staggered billing, which meant Anna's name would read first, and Blake's would be above hers but on the right-hand side in the Hollywood biz. This approach is known as equal billing. After reaching this agreement, both parties were not pleased with the outcome, but had no choice but to come to an agreement. This little rift between the two stars would have been kept quiet if the whole Justin Baldoni saga did not happen. Anna was furious that Blake's bad PR was messing with the project they had all worked really hard on. Anna had shared a promotional poster for their upcoming film, A Simple Favor 2, and instead of the usual support she got from her fans, she got negative comments, like, "Did Ryan rewrite a scene in reference to Lively's actions while filming it ends with us?" Another comment said, "Nope, sorry Anna, I will watch the next one. Not supporting this movie or anything with Blake Lively in it for someone who avoids any sort of drama. This was too overwhelming and it made it difficult for her to promote the film. To make things worse, Blake didn't call to apologize. She stayed quiet and hidden after messing things up. Some people close to Anna said the pitch perfect star believes Blake owes them an apology. She owes Anna an apology. She owes them all an apology. Anna is just over all of it. If Anna was in this position, she would not be letting the film take the fall for her own personal issues, sources said.
One more for the bald guy to your left. Here we go. Thank you.
Although the director Paul F. has tried to paint Blake in a positive light, when one social media critic commented that the movie was likely hijacked by Blake, "It's my cut. There is no other cut. Blake has been nothing but supportive and a dream to work with. She is the best and an amazing collaborator, and I'm her biggest fan. Just wanted to clear that up," he said. All that good review did nothing to ease the negativity that Blake was swimming in, as it's clearly seen in the comments made online during the premiere and the whole protest thing that made Anna more furious, and that was why she avoided her like a plague.
It's hard not to love the movie because you guys are so beautiful to watch that I was just like,
well, hello.
I was just like,
everyone gains 10 points next to her.
Other co-stars showed their discomfort with Blake's presence while on the red carpet. Blake had a weird interaction with co-star Michelle Marone as she appeared to make a joke about her braless dress. In the video, Blake looked down and adjusted the top of the dress before looking at Marone and making a comment as she laughed. The Italian-American actor seemed nervous as he quickly turned his head away and made a hand gesture before adjusting his hand. The young man probably feared that he would be the next one getting a lawsuit if he did anything seemingly inappropriate. Despite the whole drama at the premiere, the Gossip Girl star gushed about the event online, even going as far as calling it a rock concert. In the caption she wrote, "Making this movie was already a gift, every element of it to share it with you all and feel the love return to us was the best feeling. Thank you for having us. Austin to put up a happy front must have been very difficult, especially with her husband not present to fend off the big bad wolves." Before the Baldoni drama, Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively were the Hollywood fairy tale couple. They met on the set of Green in 2010, and although they were both in different relationships at the time, less than a year later, they found their way to each other, and by September 2012, they got married in a secret ceremony in the presence of friends and family. In December 2014, their first child and eldest daughter, James, was born 2 years later. Their second daughter, Inz, was born October 2019. They welcomed their third child, and in February 2023, a fourth child, a son, got into the picture. For the past years, they have been together. Anytime a tabloid posted something about there being trouble in Their little paradise, they were always quick to debunk it. However, this time the couple have kept mute about the situation. This current rift between them started when Ryan messed up at SNLU. See, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds arrived at the Saturday Night Live 50th anniversary event posing for paparazzi. Like a $400 million lawsuit was not hanging over their heads, it was their first public appearance since Justin Baldoni shoved his own lawsuits in their faces, and at the event they acted like all was well in the world, with Blake in an amazing floral gown and Ryan in a simple black tux. Their outfits showed that they were both ready to take whatever hits might come. However, their body language said otherwise. Blake especially looked concerned. She didn't want anyone asking questions about the case, and that's probably because she worried that her husband would say something that would ruin everything. Her gut feeling was right, and she should have probably placed her husband on a gag order. The show started, and if you know SNL, you would know that everyone would be cracking jokes, so things were going smoothly until the host asked Ryan a very simple question. Ryan, how is it going? Every other person would have simply avoided the question or given a response that would have nothing to do with their current legal battle, but Ryan just had to make a joke about the whole situation. Sometimes having a sense of humor makes you lose the ability to see clearly. After his ridiculous response of, "Great, what did you hear?" you could sense the atmosphere shift. The audience laughed not because it was funny, but it was a feeble attempt to cover up Ryan's embarrassing act. Of course, everyone knew what was going on. The lawsuit was basically making daily headlines. The whole PR disaster with the "It Ends With Us" movie is basically what everyone talks about, and Ryan just had to do that. As for Blake's reaction, if looks could kill, Ryan would have died the second those words left his mouth. She turned to him, eyes sharp, sending daggers to him. If they could communicate through telepathy, she was definitely telling him, you don't know when to keep your mouth shut. One thing Blake wanted to avoid was their legal brouhaha to become SNL material, especially since the whole thing originated from her sob story of being the victim she had been hiding in a hole since the lawsuit started. To avoid any direct confrontations, and her husband went ahead to ruin it for all of them. Since it all started in December 2024, Ryan has not taken a mature route. He could have taken a step back and watched the whole thing unfold, but he didn't do that. He didn't publicly support Blake in any real way either. Rather, he poked fun at the whole case. First in Deadpool, and then on SNL. In Deadpool, Ryan had used his nice pool character to mock Justin Baldoni. According to reports, the character was made to look like Baldoni. He had the